Okay, in today's Daily Cyber, we're going to talk about procurement. I know a lot of companies right now are looking at, your first quarter, your second quarter right now, looking at purchasing new technologies, new solutions, and just talk about the purchasing process, what some tips and tricks you're going to be looking for, and just things that I'm seeing in the industry. So let's hack at it. Okay, so let's talk about procurement. Now this is going to be more for mid-sized companies, because when you look at enterprise type companies, they generally have multiple resources when they look at IT solutions, cybersecurity solutions. They have their technical team, they have their procurement team, they have their upper management, C-suite that are all looking at the purchase of new technology. But when it comes to procurement for mid-sized companies, a lot of times they don't have the resources available to them internally, right? They might have some IT people, they might have even a security person on staff, but what happens is they're so busy with what they're working on, their solutions, that they don't have the bandwidth to be able to really do the research and ask the right questions internally and be able to do the research. So they need some outside parties to be able to come in. So some of the questions I've got asked, and just let's kind of be transparent here, is that, do I really need to purchase this? I have a budget this year. I'm looking at different technologies that, there's some critical stuff I need to purchase. There's some kind of mid-tier that I know I need to update, but it's not critical. And there's stuff that, is kind of more on the wish list that I wish I could have it, but it's not really important. I need to get it this year. So when you look at those different levels, the critical stuff they're trying to purchase because maybe it's, their appliances are at end of life and now it's time to renew, and they're looking at their maintenance subscription, they're looking at the appliance itself is not being supported or upgraded or patched, they're looking at maybe software, be it endpoint protection, antivirus, anti-malware, things like that, where it's not working, it's not helping, and they're finding more issues with it. So they're looking at upgrading. They're critical updates because they know they don't want to be exposed or have any vulnerabilities. So those are critical things they need to purchase. But the question is, do I really need to purchase now? Is there things I can do? Can I, do some bandage fixes? Can I patch it in a certain way or update it to make it work? Right? Because again, when you have that budget and it's a smaller budget for mid-sized companies, you want to be more cost effective. So I hear them asking this question. Second is, does it work in our environment? So if I'm going to purchase this, new innovative solution, does it work with my current solution? Does it work with my current technology? Does it work with the other technologies that I have? And this takes time. This takes time and resources to be able to do that. And that's what I'm finding with mid-sized companies. They might not have the resources to be able to do the depth of research because the guys are so busy. Now, let me be clear. It's not that they don't have the knowledge. It's they don't have the time, right? And it's because they're so busy with other projects and other things they're working on. So that's another question I get asked. And then, of course, we look at pricing. Can I get a better pricing? Can you help me on pricing? 1 year, is 1 year good, or should I get 3 years? And then you look at total cost of ownership. And I think having a good strategy of procurement and purchasing is so important when you come to technology. Now, here's something I'm going to get in trouble for, right? And I'm just going to put it out there. But there's a lot of times that when you're looking at technology and solutions, you might not have to buy it. You might not have to purchase this year. You might be able to work with your current solution, or there might be some optimization you can do, anything along that line that's going to help you save your budget for things that are critical that you need. And I'm a cybersecurity account manager, and one of my roles is to do sales. But at the end of the day, my objective is to help my clients and help the partners that I work with, get the best solution that they need for their business. And you're not going to hear this a lot from account managers. And you've watched my previous videos, you watch everything I do, I'm transparent, and my goal is, I love cybersecurity. I love helping people, I love helping companies, and help them protect themselves. But also you got to help them look at protecting their budget, protecting their profits, protecting their growth. Right? So these are things that I really enjoy helping people with, and why I'm doing this video to talk about this, is you look at these strategies of how you procure, right, to make sure that you're purchasing in the right time frame, right, and budget that you can, so that you can keep secure and safe, but also grow. Because I know one of the concerns when it looks at business, and I was just reviewing some CISSP notes, and they're talking about, being a cost center, being able to look at, budgeting for your IT solutions so that you can maintain them and you have the resources, you have them, the managed services if you need someone to come in and manage them, but you have that all available so that you can constantly maintain your IT infrastructure, right, and your security, profile. If you're not doing that and you're not updating, you're not doing that, then what happens? You leave yourself vulnerable for systems to go down, potential to be attacked, opening up vulnerabilities, all these kind of negative things. So that's why it's so important to make sure you have the right strategy and you have the right people around to be able to help you when you're looking at procurement or just having the conversation. So I'm going to leave the video at that, talking about procurement, and I just wanted to kind of update some things that I'm working on. So if you have any questions, all that, comment below. Again, I'm just really getting out there helping people, protect themselves and learn about technologies. So on a personal note, I've been reviewing my CISSP notes. I'm actually submitting an application to speak at the Atlantic Security Conference in April. So I'm excited about that. I'm just submitting a talk. Cross my fingers. Hopefully, I get that, and then I'll be at the Atlantic Security Conference speaking. So really excited about getting out, doing videos, getting out there and just being in the industry. Just because I'm passionate about cybersecurity, I'm passionate about learning and just sharing what I'm learning. So just wanted to share that with you. I'm really excited about the things that are going on. I'm going to leave my video at that. So just don't forget, I'll just leave it up here. Software is hackable, being connected is vulnerable. I'll see you next video.